Okay, hello there. Am I actually on? Is my audio on? Am I on? It looks like it. Okay. I don't know what happened then. General Kenobi to you, Sam. How you doing? All right, just need to do a bit of testing just to make sure everything's working how it should be because I do not trust my software right now. It broke my trust the other day. I got a little slap on the wrist on my Marvel Snap channel. First things first, why is this glitching? There we go, that's better. All right, next up. Let me turn on my YouTube audio. All right, I can't speak. Can't speak. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, if I do this. That should be audible on Twitch, but not on YouTube. This is torture. All right, let's try this. Genuinely, I've sorted it out now, but that is genuine torture, hearing your own voice in your ear. That would make me go insane if someone forced me to listen to myself. All right, so one last thing before I go. Well, before I go into the game, I should say. I want to just double check on YouTube because, oh yeah, every day there's something. I do blame the software a bit though because they always do updates and it causes hiccups. Right. Alright, we should be good. I've just listened on YouTube and I cannot hear anything copyrighted, so we should be as we normally are. I don't know what happened the other day, that's what got me. You know, I literally just went from Wago to Snap, but something changed. Alright, let's go here. I did actually mean to leave this on screen to show Snappy. Darth Jar Jar, we're getting Mara Jade Skywalker, we're getting Darkside Vision Yoda, we're getting Starkiller Luke concept, Stormtrooper concept, what's this guy's name? Jackson. And we're getting the Ronin. And of course Darth Jar Jar. Yeah, Gremlin Yoda. So, I said it earlier, right? I feel like I don't mind this as like a every now and again thing. I just wouldn't like it all the time. I mean, I'm not as... the thing that's bugging me more is the concepts. Like, I wouldn't have minded it as much if they hadn't called it concept, because it really feels like they're saying, okay, this wasn't even a thing. You know, it was something that it was nearly a thing, but it never became a thing. Whereas, at least the others you can say, yeah, they were going to be in the game. Oh, okay. So the silent Datacrons that are already in the game. Okay. Okay, where am I in fleet? Ooh, we haven't got much to do, we're in third. I think Cecil's been quite kind to me lately. I think we're just trading spots. But yeah, in case anyone missed it, I was a dopey idiot and forgot to join GAC last week. I left my remod until... Well, I say I left it to the last minute. I was trying to do it before, but every time I was doing it, I wasn't happy with what I was ending up with. So last Tuesday, before the join period ended, I was like, okay, we've got to lock it in now. And even then, I wasn't happy with it, so I redid it after I was locked out. I'm a bit happier now, but I'm probably going to see something in GA today and I'll be like, oh, I missed this. Alright, let's do that. Also, I've got no idea of the meta in 3v3. I will just put that out there. I've watched Vexatron's last round because I needed to do a little bit of research, as it were. But I have not got a clue what's strong, what's not. Based on that video, I saw that the Django FDC, sorry, not Django FDC, the Django Datacron quite strong on defense, so I'm wary of that. But other than that, I don't really know what to be wary of, which does fill me with a bit of concern because, yeah, I don't like going in blind. Wow. I mean, the Pirate King Hondo team has been great with the Vayncron, but as soon as the Vayncron went, it's like, yeah, we're now back to being a bit meh. I mean, I saw Vex use Bo-Katan to beat Hondo, and I was thinking of using Seer, so yeah. All right, cool. One and two. Oh, wow, okay. 115 crystals. I will take that gladly. Okay, I'll keep that in mind because I think I've left Cobb on offense. Alright, so we're up against Holt 0444. I mean, the question I always ask is where are the other, well, 443? Let me get my comparison up. Okay. So they're of Ruthless Rebels. I'm 200k ahead of them. Not the biggest of things. They're 10 Zetas ahead. I'm 14 GAC armies ahead. I find that interesting, by the way. 7 Gear 12s, that's obviously era units. 139 25 pluses, 428 20 pluses, just behind on the 15 pluses. I'm ahead on the 6%ers, 4%ers, 14%ers. Both have 0 relic 10s. I'm going to do Mando next. We're ahead on 9s, they're ahead on 8s. They're ahead on 7s by 5, but I'm ahead on everything below that. Got way more Datacrons than them. Jeez, I don't think they could compete in a round with a Datacron on every team with that. I mean, that's what? 5, 5, 5? So 15 for defense. So yeah, he's not going to have a Datacron on every team, surely. If I'm counting right, anyway. I mean, it's re-rolls, but... yeah, that's got to be wrong, hasn't it? Re-rolls and Tron totals can't be the same, surely. Yeah, 24 level 9s, okay. Still a bit low, but when you add in... yeah, 24, 26, 27, so they still haven't got enough, surely, even if it's like... them. Okay. It's a Relegate Ray Slacker, 9 on JML, 8 on C, 9 on JMK, 8 on Lil Vader, 8 on Jabba, 8 on Leia, 9 Ahsoka and Hondo. 7's on Bale and BKM, 9 obviously on Cat, 8 on Bane, 7 on Malgus, 8 on Ezra, 8, 8, 8, 7, 8. Okay. That's probably the one I'd like. Okay. Yeah, I've heard Ray-Ban is a bit of a PITA. Bit of a pita. Alright, let's see what we've got. We're facing a Mace team. Balin team with no Datacroft. A Jabba team. Jules and Darth Vader. Gassy Baby. Ahsoka. Ray Ben Lumi. Hondo. Stranger. And Lord Vader. Okay. Yeah, I've got to say, I think that's probably the bad matchup right now, isn't it? I mean, I was just trying to think. Queen's probably up there in terms of counters. The one that I heard Vex recommending was Stranger. Again, it depends what you got, but I respect why he was suggesting it. It's like, okay, just... I think you can control Ben and then just get rid of Lumi. I think we go for that Asajj one. I think for Stranger on defense, we're going to use Bastila. Oh, not Bastila, sorry, Satele. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Lord Vader. Actually, let's go back to Lord Vader in a second. I think we do Slacker this time. I think I'm actually going to use an FDC here as well. Just make sure we power through it. That's an interesting choice. I'm not down in apple juice, but I've got blackcurrant and apple, I think it is. I've had that impulse before, Sam. Maybe not specifically like how you did it, but sometimes you've just got that itch to do something. No, I personally have. I wouldn't say regretted it, but I felt very awkward afterwards, you know what I mean? You have to sort of just move on a little bit, don't you? A bit like, alright, just do it next time. I feel like I'm letting down the monster crowd. Ooh, now that is tempting. Have I got Oki on defense or offense? Okay. Yeah, I mean, let me just back out of here a sec. I've said that my next upgrade is going to be the Mandalorian. And looking at it from this perspective, it is daunting. I mean, I need... What are we looking at? 195, is it? No, 190... no, 191. It's a long way. Hey, nice one, Ada. I think I saw you doing a search in my server for Leviathan, was it? I was curious. Yeah, I feel like just having a little bit chopped off the end for the Relic 6 is probably nice. I mean, arguably I could do that, just waste a Kyber token or something on it, but I don't really want to do that. Well, saying that, I can actually get these now. Okay, so now it's just the tough ones. Can I... What are these with the scavenger? I really don't want to do that yet. I won't try and get that with them, but it's not the biggest of priorities either. Yeah, honestly, if you did Grief, it was a good choice. I mean, I did mine back when I was in with Hermits, and I don't regret that. I think it's been a solid choice anyway, just for TB, but this makes me wonder what the other requirements are going to be. I mean, R5, D4, Relic 9, it's annoying, but I get why. Rota, I don't mind. It was always going to be a requirement. So, Mando's just the one that's like, okay, let's just get this headache out of the way. I know there's some people who were like, they didn't think Rota would be one, but I felt it was odds on. Yeah, I think BAM's a lock. I think it'd be more of a shock if he wasn't a requirement. Although, saying that, we used to think that about Farm Boy Luke, and he's never been a requirement. I think BKM and IG are probably solid as well, though. Maybe a Yoda? Just for the fact that, you know, Grogu Yoda. Galler and Beck as well, probably one. Try and think what the journey might be. And I assume it'll follow the film a bit, but maybe they'll do some things that they haven't done already. I hope that's alright. 6, 6, and 9. It's only a 2 relic delta against. Then Hondo. Maybe we do try BKM? Oh no, hang on. BKM's double tank, I've just realised. So no, we don't do it here, so we do Seer. I'm thinking, do we not do that? Maybe we do... Can I just throw in Seer for now and see what the win rate shows if we go in Insights? One battle with Cal, the rest with Maul. Alright. You know, it's funny, I was talking about Armor Pen before, but I'm thinking that that team needs it more. So yeah, I'm going to throw the Ravencron there. So here I'm thinking, can we afford crit damage? Cobb's on defense, isn't he? He isn't, no. Okay. Is that the good Cobb Cron? It is, yeah. Right, I'd rather not use that here, just in case I do want to use Cobb on Jabba, so... Right, I think we do that then. Well, I've kind of committed to doing it, so it's 8, 8, and 8, so I think we can do another 3v3 squad here, Constable. Ooh, not great win rates. Wow, okay. Right, I think we move away from Cobb then. Maybe we go for Afra? Okay. Still feels probably wise to leave it, if you know what I mean. Actually, that's a fair point. There isn't a Temple Guard here, so we could probably afford to do Inquisitors. Yeah, especially with this being my first round of the season, I'm like, let's not take chances. Go on, we'll go with that Cron. Balin, I've got Jabba on offense, I'm pretty sure of that, so I figure let's use him. I'll hold on the Cron now, because they haven't got one, so I figure if I can avoid using it, why not? I saw Ugnaught mentioned for this as well as being a good counter, but I'm thinking I'd prefer to use Master Kenobi here anyway. I'm going to use that for now. Gassy Baby. Tentatively that with defense? Or health? I think that's how it is sometimes. There's like a need to just be a little bit more cautious. Alright, let's roll with this lot for now. We've still got JML, Gas, Mace, Balin, Maz, Bane, Cobb. There's quite a bit there. Right, let's start on the south wall. Let's go for this Rey team because I do want to get Stranger in and out. Alright, Asajj. There we go. If she was R6, I'd probably be using her, but at R5, it's pretty moot. Okay. I'm sure the strategy was that you fracture Ben. Okay, that's a bummer. Okay. Not feeling particularly great right now. Okay, let's just get rid of you. Still standing. Let's just do that as well. Okay, not the cleanest of banners, but still we got through in one, so 65. That's probably a battle I could get better at. Bear with me 1 second, I want to just double check something. I can't see anything on YouTube, I'm just making sure the stream is still live. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind if it's... as bad as it sounds, I don't mind people not watching, it's just... I don't want to get deleted. Yeah, it would have been good if she died. I think that might have helped us out a bit, to be honest. Let's go for Stranger. Okay, we've got Old Republic. 1, 2, 3. %. I want to check if that Kron is actually negatively impacting still. Oh, is no one using that one specific Kron? Okay, that's wild. I know I said a minute ago about not taking risks, but I'm thinking buffing up the protection would be nice. And Satele on paper was the better Kron. Oh, marginally. Go on, I'm going to see if it works or not. I might regret this if the Kron's bugged still. Okay. So let's just go for Star Killer. And bye-bye. A bit of a surprise, that I'll admit. Just because there's nothing like I would have thought explicitly is the reason for that, you know? Right, there we go. Ow. I don't want to kill. Just try and slow it down a touch. Ooh, okay. There we go. Cornbeat, now that's what I didn't know. Thank you. Honestly, I thought the fracture was meant for Ben so that he didn't go and use his AoE, get into protection, all that jazz. Yeah, I wish I'd known it was the idea that you could then insta-kill via that. So, yeah, I'll keep that in the memory bank. Cheers. It's one of those things I'd heard about the team having a use, if you like, but I think I might have misremembered bits of it. Here we go, first order. I was saying I missed the first round just because I didn't join after meaning to join. So I feel like I'm catching up a little bit in terms of what's working, what's not. Right, that I didn't realise. So again, that's good to know. Have I seen the Myths and Legends stuff? I have. I don't mind it in principle. I wouldn't like too much of it. I think my biggest issue is the concept tunes. I'm not even bothered about Jackson, who's someone I've never heard of, but I'm like, okay, whatever. But I feel like the concept ones are the kind of ones that irk me a bit, because it's not like they were actually in the franchise. They were sort of nearly in the franchise, you know what I mean? But whatever. It's not like I'd suddenly stop playing the game if they did a ton of them. It's just not my preference. I would like something for the Separatists myself. If talking about Grand Army of the Republic, I'd like the Seppies to get some love. I feel like they haven't had anything decent for a long time. But yeah, Cornbeat, as far as the Whirlwind, I completely get where you're coming from, because I felt like I lost banners there and it was tricky to regain them. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind about Fracture and Stranger's Basic, because it's that long since Strange came out that I've forgotten how the actual insta-kill mechanics work on each ability, so good to know. Yeah, be down for the era of the Clone Wars. Give the Seppies some love and give the clones a few extra battalions. Yeah, let's just poke Ahsoka. Shock Huyang. We can swipe on Ezra. And we go Huyang. We can do a short ult. Lightning. Hey Hugo, how you doing? Alright, I would have preferred staying. Well, I say I would have preferred staying ult. I did the short ult, so I don't know what I'm expecting there. Alright, AoE. We'll do that for now, why not? Get Retaliate on. I'm doing alright. I'm glad to be back in GAC, to be honest. It feels like it's been a little bit too long since I've had a round. Okay. Glat ult. Let's do that again. Ooh, Hux is just a little bit shy there. Can we get the kill, though? Yeah, max banners. 57. I'm in Kyber too. There we go. Yeah, Kyber 2, and as we're talking, skill rating 3429, which I'm not particularly happy about, because like I say, I had an accidental week off, so I was probably a little bit closer to Kyber 1 beforehand, but oh well. I've got all 10 GLs, so yeah, there's nothing I'm actually missing now, so just about keeping up, really. That's the challenging bit. Okay, let's get our Ufus in position. Isn't there some sort of like proverb or something about getting to the top of the mountain and then it's not about getting there, it's about staying there? Or am I just making things up? Definitely possible. Alright. I'm going B, yeah. I haven't got Mando at R10 already. We've just been looking at it, actually. I'm miles away in terms of the materials, but I'm going to do that first before I go on to... Actually, saying that R5 and... R5 and Rota aren't in the actual normal inventory yet, so I can't work on them yet. So, yeah, I'm going to get Mando done. Going to take a bit of time. Okay. Brace! Brace! Hey, nice! Who did you get? Can we do a basic there? Alright, let's just go for Vayne. Just charge up that Malicos. One more. Bye-bye. And you can say bye-bye as well. Alright, he makes us bow down, but we're still in it. You got the Kylo, nice. Honestly, Kylo was my first GL on my on my free-to-play account. I haven't got that anymore now. But yeah, did me well for so long. Even now, still a great investment. Hey, nice one. I'll admit, on this one, I pay for the episode pass, so it felt like I want to put more time into it, if anything. But yeah, it's I still am relatively. I don't spend a lot. Let's say that it's just the episode pass. There we go. Yeah, sure. Best to do my main account because I don't look at my other one. There we go. Here we go, 54. Not the greatest of banners, but I think that's that kind of battle, isn't it? You know, you're not really going to get good banners. Now, I've not done this battle, so if anyone can clue me in, I will take the nudge. But I haven't really done anything with Uggy to get him ready. Cheers, Hugo. Right, there's the Uggy Kron. So at the start of the battle, if Hondo and Ezra are allies and another allies gain the following effects. He has more stacks of ransom than Ugnaught, which he will. Ugnaught and Ezra gain 2 stacks of ransom. All allies gain 25% defense and offense for the rest of the battle. Whenever he assists, he gains dramatic entrance. Strongest ally doesn't already have it, gains Frenzy, and the weakest ally doesn't have it, gains Tactical Genius. If he uses basic, he dispels debuffs on all allies, then allies assist a total of 6 times. If he uses a special, he dispels all enemy buffs and fractures the target enemy. Okay. I remember something about you don't want to use the special with Ugnaught because you don't want to gain Order 66. But that might be in 5s with Scorch. You've been on a tear. Soul Lead, Cassian, Luthen has won you 3 matches this 3v3 already. Very nice. I've, like I said, obviously I've not been taking part, but I've put Cassian on defense, but I did Claire and Luthen with it. And everything got Claire's Omicron, so awkward. Let's see how this goes. little bit scared. Come on, Oogie, I need you to take a turn here. Come on, Oogie. Come on, Oogie. There we go. Oogie in the game. Hondo's still hanging around. Alright, come on. Oh, days again. Come on, dispel debuffs. I really don't like how to run these circles around me. Oh wow, Oogie's not looking great there. Okay, this is dead. Someone tells me I'm not going to get this. Maybe I made the wrong choice going for Apo straight out of the gate. Or maybe it's just that I wasn't well modded. I didn't really do any preparation for it, so maybe you do need certain modding. Yeah, I think we gotta call it here. 150-45 is not happening. Alright, let's count that as a loss. Alright. Right, just scrolling up, see what I've missed. It's okay, the free-to-play account hasn't been played for November time I stopped playing it, so yeah, it's retired. Happily retired. Yeah, I think Ugnaught got targeted a bit, so that probably didn't help, but that was just unfortunate. Alright. I think we're going to try Maz. I'm not confident in it, but I feel like it might be the best next option, if you know what I mean. Let's go Maz Kanata, and... Well, here's the million-dollar question. Who do we pick? I mean, I could try Bane. That is the alternative. %77 with Quigold and Smee. Okay. That's true, I've only got R6, so that might have been an issue. I'll be honest, I'm not actually going to give me free-to-play away, just simply because if ever I want to go back to it, I like the idea that it's there. So, yeah, that's not me being mistrusting of anyone, it's just I'd like to keep it, you know what I mean? Like, I could have given it to a guildmate before I retired it, but I was like, nah, I'd rather it just retire. Okay, we're going to give that a go. That doesn't fill me with confidence. Right, a bit of blind would be nice. Yeah, I've got Grand Inquisitor. And so Inquisitors are one of those necessary evils. Blaine, hello there, how you doing? Alright, come on, nice big punch. Ooh, in the red. Nice. I'm doing okay, Blaine. How about yourself? I feel like my voice went high then. Alright. That's it. Down with Vader. Down with Apo. And let's just cleanse. I wanted the buff immunity there more than anything. I don't know if I can heal up a bit. Probably not. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that screams healing mechanics here. 35. I mean, it's a too short, I'll take it. Tank. Okay, support then. 35, that wants it. Yeah. Alright, let's save that. Don't stop, this is my favorite part. Hold me like it's out of style. Imagination is running wild. Eternity. Okay. Yeah, I can show you how I would have done the event, yeah. Been a while since I've done it, so some of my characters are a bit higher relic, but I can show you what my strategy was. There is also a video on my channel from when I did it the first time. That might be more contextually helpful in terms of... I'm pretty sure I used Relic 5 Inquisitors rather than what I've got now, which are Relic 7s and 8s, and also we've got Relic Delta now. So worth keeping that in mind. You're getting Orange Pirate Lady eventually. I'm in no rush to spend crystals on Prue grounds to speed it up. I can understand that. I feel like Maz has had moments of usefulness, but she's maybe phased away from that a little bit. Just need the mods. Again, I'm pretty sure I did the mods in the video. That's been a while since I did it. It's probably a couple of years now, but I usually didn't like the mods I was using. Let's see if I can find it. For the record, this is why I've got multiple channels now, because it feels weird going through all these playlists and I'm like, okay. Here we go. 3 years ago. Wow, he's been out a while. Yeah, I even had that backdrop then. Here we go. Initial mods. And then more mods at the end. So I did go through it a bit. Pop that in the chat just in case it's easier to grab that. Although I dread to think what my microphone quality was at that point. I mean, by all means, I'll do it after my GAC if you want me to just show you how I would do it now, but practically it might be better just seeing it with what I had then. Kronk, your next unlocks are going to be GL Mando and Jedi Training Leia. Hey, you're doing well, although don't forget the Eric tunes. Technically, they aren't unlocked, but we're going to be getting them. If Lord Vader has good defense stats on his DC, it makes Mazbo and Bane fail. I don't think that did it, so I will take that as a bit of a lucky win, shall we say. That was where my head went. I was thinking Bane, but is Bane a bit overkill? Ooh, what's Cassian? Cassian, Player, and Luthen, but no Cassian Kron. Okay. Hey up, Geek. I used Sia Malicos. Ooh, okay. Baylan or Sia? Baylan could be a good shout. Actually, can I reopen that? I'd like to know what the Baylan thing was. Nothing too crazy on either of them. Maybe attacker. Just give Jin something to work with. I feel like I need to vary my attacker crons, to be honest. I feel like I've got some really ones. Yeah, I almost feel the same, Pronk. I'm trying to build things up for TB, but other than that, I haven't got anything I feel I must do. Oh, hang on, I've just realised something. Such a small thing, but there's something. Alt 0444. Alright, I put this in as like a template the other day. Nice putting the correct name in. Alright, so... yeah, Django Kron I've got on defense myself. I wouldn't have known you need OG Mando, though. Does make sense, but I wouldn't have known it. Yeah, so maybe here we go with Bane. That's got Temple Guard, which is a bit more awkward, but I don't feel too worried about it. Yeah, Bo-Katan, Mandalore, Malgus. Malgus I feel pretty comfortable with. Enoch. They haven't got an army on 3PO and Chewie, I don't think. Not 3PO and Chewie, Yoda and Chewie. I'm fine with these options, so we go with JML here. Oh, hang on. There we go, JML. And there we go. Great Mothers. Oh, actually, no, let's go Bo-Katan. There we go. Hey, Upsop, how you doing? I'm guessing they don't know, Geek. I'm guessing they didn't realise what was best. I'm not saying I know for sure the best thing all the time, but I feel fairly confident there. Alright, we're all sorted here, I think. You gotta love GAC for the fact that it essentially creates a situation where we, how do you phrase it? It's like we have admin. Maybe they haven't been following the meta. Like they've just realised, oh, you know, they haven't actually clocked on that something's not working like it used to. 69 banners, they dropped on Ahsoka, and they cleared my Cassian, so maybe the clone it quits. Okay. Let's just go for Cassian. You're almost at Balin? Nice one, Sal. Alright, bye-bye to Claire. Ah. I think we're still alright, aren't we? Yeah, 57. And so I feel like Balin's one of those characters that he gets slept on a little bit when he hasn't got Kron. You know, in the sense that he does a solid enough job, but always very specific jobs, you know what I mean? I know if I didn't have Balin in my roster, I'd feel like I was missing something. Alright, Bane and Sass. We've got a Dooku Kron here. Can we just kill you? Nope. I'd like the kill. There we go. I'm not trying to keep Sass around, but I was thinking if I can avoid stealth, it's not the worst thing. There we go. 55. Hey, that's a nice little duo. I mean, I stand by it. Hunsted is still my favourite fleet. I just think it's one of those where... How do I phrase it? Even though there's always randomness involved with it, I feel like it's just something I can enjoy, you know? It's not even completely logical why. Oh, okay, I mean, still. Oh, by the way, that was very nasty from Jocasta. I've just started with Damage Immunity and she's like, right, I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, can we do that to get a tool? Okay. Temple card being annoying. I'm going to say... Radis can be an annoying R9 in the sense of, as a character, he doesn't do enough to warrant an R9, but he's like every pilot. You probably want the relics on him anyway, so it's not the worst thing to do, it just doesn't feel great. Ugh, okay. Alright. Yeah, she dies, cool. I did such a weird upgrade last week in the sense that I feel like it's a good one, but it's also proving pointless at the moment. And I did Temple Guard's army, and it feels awkward because he's on offense yet I'm not planning to use him. But I like the idea that if I'm using the team, I've got the army. Some just feel bad when you don't actually use them. Alright, max banners, 57, we move on. You're waiting for Shards of Shin. She's accelerated now, so it should be alright. Nice. I mean, that passes, that token in the episode pass is pretty decent for anyone missing Ahsoka. Yeah, I feel like that has been one of the big advantages of the change, that it doesn't feel too bad to jump a few relics now. It's only when you're doing them repeatedly you feel it a little bit. Yeah, that's essentially where I am right now. I'm just missing signal data. You know, in general, I need more. I mean, I personally find it amusing how there are people who are like, oh yeah, I've got all the signal data I need, and I'm like, beautiful for you, beautiful. Can you lend me some? You know, I can't remember why they did it, but when I got Balin, we had Omicrons given away. Like, I remember I put 3 Omicrons on him straight away, and it was absolutely fantastic. I don't know what the event or the cash-in was, but it was just brilliant. I'd love them to do that again. Alright, poop stance again. Let's call in Bo. Yeah, I've got a feeling it was for a refund of some sort, but I can't remember what. Oh, maybe that was it, when they refunded it, they altered the cost of Omicrons. So, like, if you'd gone for Dr. Aphra, and she was 5v5, well, she's now a 5v5 Omicron character, they altered her to be 10 Omicrons instead of 20. Yeah, and I think I just had a bunch of refunds from that. I didn't see the banners on that. I'm going to call that 55. Stand by it though, I'd like them to do some form of refund like that again. Really nice. Okay, let's pass that to Knight Luke. Alright, all too easy. Okay, so we've got Aphra for Jabba. This one's a little awkward in the sense that, you know, I would personally prefer to be doing something different, but I do have trust in Aphra, so let's follow through on it. Alright, let's increase cooldowns. Defense down on that counterattack can be nice. Yeah, I can't ignore Taunt, but as much as I want to. Alright, bring in the droid. Right, Aphra got the brunt of that. Right, there's no taunt on Chrysanthemum right now, so let's do that. Lovely. I like a bit of armor shred on Chrysanthemum. Oh, okay, not that much damage. Would have liked more. Just increased Jabba's cooldowns more there. Damage immunity there is very irritating. We'll just basic for now. I want to hold on to that ability. I've got to admit, I didn't even realize this song was on. Like, it's not like on a playlist or anything. So just hearing it, it's like, yeah, this is really good timing. Alright, I'm going to veto this one because I feel like that just didn't fit the vibe I'm in right now. Yeah, Chrysanthemum's been an absolute pain here with damage immunity for some reason. Okay, IG-90 goes. I mean, push down is positive, but I need more. Imagine if IG-90 had given the team instant defeat immunity. That would have been brilliant. Maybe too good. Alright, come on. Armor Shred. Jabba's nearly at another ult. Right, burn, baby, burn. Down, okay. Right, you stop doing things. Oh, damn it. Armor Shred. I think the droid's going to have a bit of trouble here. Yeah, that's right. Alright, I didn't see the blind that. The trouble when he spams basics, he just blinds everyone for too many turns. All the damage for the droid comes from Aphra, so Aphra gone, it's a useless droid. Alright, submit. We got the sides down. Alright. No, I mean, we've got Cobb, so we can use that. First question is, do we use all three Constable or do we throw in a Jawa? Okay. Let's go. I mean, Relic 9 Cups should be helpful. Okay. Slowly getting there. There we go. 35. That would have been fitting, yeah. Well, that would be fitting, I should say. Did I put Cobb in here? No, I haven't listed him. Bear with me a sec. The trouble when we've got so many new teams, I'm having to add everything in. There we go. Cobb and the Cobb prawn. Any idea how many banners I got for that? Because I didn't tally. I'm going to 45. Probably not. Okay, let's go for Kenobi. I'll throw a mace. Have I got them? Hang on, I haven't got a mace cron now, have I? No, I've just got this, so I might as well throw in General Kenobi. Yeah, I'm tempted to go for an Omicron on Cobb, but I don't know if there's any great value in it. That's where part of my issue is. Oh, wow. Okay, we'll lose evasion. We'll lose accuracy even. All right. 57, nice and clean. It has to be said, Hugo, the Grand Inquisitor event is probably one of the hardest in the game. It is safe to say. I wouldn't say they overtuned it, but they wanted to make it a challenge. Okay. Can we just detonate? Cool. I'm gonna say we can't do any Jabba stuff with this, obviously, so we're just going to lean on the thermals. There we go, 57. Right, one of these had health. I think it's this one. Yep. I can have quick Luke, yeah. Okay, Link Dink. And we'll Link Dink Rex. funny that I pick a Kron that starts with damage immunity, and then I take 2 turns straight away to get rid of it. Yeah, big brains play is what I'm here for. Like Dr. Aphra lead Inquisitors, you know, you don't get it anywhere else. You just copy ally code. Here we go. That won't kill him. Maybe this will. Nearly. Bye-bye now. Nice 59. Alright, last character battle. Let's send these in. Right, I'm going to cut you off, Alton. Let's go for another one. Let's do that to Mace. Has Mace got to think about not being purged? Why do I feel like it's Ayla? I might be wrong, but... Oof, okay. Okay, we're out. Okay, that was a bad one. Alright. Because I'm feeling a bit salty about that, I'm going to do something bonkers. Oh, okay, correction. I was going to do it, but then I realized it's not practical. Yeah, I've got great mothers. Which one did I go for this? Yeah, that was just a bad drop, in all honesty. I shouldn't have really put faith in Inquisitors. Oof, not liking that. All right, Mace down. Okay, feeling better. $33. All right. Alright, nothing too crazy here. We can do Leviathan, Profundity, and whatever. Yeah, don't worry about it. How I've always viewed it, everyone's going to have a point when they enter a game and it's like, don't be afraid to ask questions. That's where my mentality always is. You know what I mean? We'll have to start somewhere. Alright, can we smack that? Alright, so Brad's due to take a turn. And then we can just do yoink. I mean, Plo can come in and do his job, but too late for a Plo job. Okay. Alright, that should be an ult when we get back around. There we go. I was just holding my breath a second then, thinking, if Fives had done the big hit, I could have been in trouble. I think he went with a basic instead. And when I say in trouble, I don't mean I would have lost the match, but I would have dropped banners, which in this situation is not good. Okay. 77 banners. Just play this safe. I'm actually thinking to myself here if I've made a little error in terms of the ship order I've gone for. Like, maybe I should have gone with Profundity here and gone for something different against Negotiator. I'm wondering if I got a bit blinded by going for the 77 banners. Alright, Fury, Leviathan. You know what? I'm actually going to do that first. Because I think we could get Houndstooth out without reinforcing. Oh, okay, now that's poor timing on my end. I'm like, oh yeah, I think we can do this, and then they decide to deathmark one of my ships. It's like, okay. Come on. There's no healing immunity on there. I mean, it's obviously down, but I don't know what mechanic I missed then. Yeah, I'm not blaming myself there. I should have prioritized bringing in Mark 6 to get rid of Punishing One, but I don't know. 72. Right, hopefully this is enough. Okay. I used that way too early, didn't I? I had an itchy trigger finger. Alright, let's get rid of you. And you. Yeah, I can do that. There we go. Little banner drop there, but that was a misplay on my side, so I don't mind that. 2012. It's in that very murky area. I mean, I've got a feeling. Oh, hang on, they have attacked again. I thought they'd given up, but they have come back. Oh, wow, bit of a mess. They've taken down Gungans now, but they've dropped twice on Queen and once on Django. I mean, I dropped twice overall. So I'd like to think we've got the win just based off that. I'm just going to log out the game a second. I will log back in, but I just want to check this. Just waiting for this to confirm I'm done. Okay. So, can I zoom in? No. Okay. This is the like hotbot return for the round. Let's see if we can make it more central. That's it. So, their max score right now is 2055. I dropped 3 battles in total. They've dropped 4 already. I would assume we're going to be okay because of Fleet. Like, they will have to get through Fleet if they want to win. And that is usually where you're going to drop banners quite comfortably. So, yeah, I'd say we've got the win in the bag, but we'll see. Just claim that. Here we go, I think. Yep, there's the Kylo. Okay. Oh, okay. Does anyone in the chat want to say the first thing that's probably popped into your mind as well as mine? I'm saying it with respect here, Hugo. I'm not trying to hammer you or anything. It's just there's something very obvious there straight away that is like an awkward thing to see. Yeah, I'm just going to narrow it down a bit. Yeah. Let's just say, right, those are probably 3 of the worst Omicrons you could have gone for. Let me just try and explain this with a visualization, shall we say. Where I'm looking? Here we go. This is from content creator called Zaris. And it's an Omicron tier list. So, Grand Arena, TW, PvE. You know, and you've got, if I just scroll along again, you've got things that you should get immediately, all the way down to Yuck. And it's safe to say all 5 of the Inquisitor ones for TW, like the normal Inquisitor, shall we say, not Grand Inquisitor, Raver, Marok, they're all in this Yuck tier. And it's because they just get outdated so fast. The leader abilities, but eventually you will not be using them with the lead. So, yeah, just immediately that draws the eye because it's like, oof. Can I copy that link? I don't know if you'll be able to access it, but I'll share it just in case it is accessible. I mean, what's done is done. You can't undo them, but I had to point it out straight away in the sense of it's definitely a case of research your Omicrons a bit because, I'll be frank, I couldn't even tell you what these do, really. I mean, all Empire allies gain 20% defense and all Inquisitorius allies are immune to ability block and stun. I mean, it's okay in terms of Jedi Knight Luke, but that's not much. Yeah, I mean, the other issue, if you like, is the fact that... Oh, it worked, okay. The issue really is the fact that because they're all leadership abilities, you're not going to be able to use them all at once, so you're only able to use one at a time as well, so... Yeah, I'm just being upfront there. It was bad choices on paper. And even if you were like, oh, I like this one, because you've got multiple, you've also got ones you can't use, so... Yeah, it's just a very unfortunate pick, that. Let me just look at your factions then, like the key ones. First Order, you've got Slacker up to, I'm guessing maybe Gear 4, maybe? Gear 3? Obviously need a bit more. I don't need me to tell you that. You want Kylo, Sith Trooper, Hook, and probably the Stormtrooper with him. So I saw in your arena team, you were using Palpatine. He's just not worth putting there. So it's just wasting him and wasting a slot in that team. If anything, Hook, he's got something in his kit. Here we go. If the allied leader is First Order, all other First Order allies also gain advantage at the start of the encounter. So essentially that means... here we go. If all allies are First Order at the start of the battle, enemies can't gain bonus turn meter while General Hux has advantage. So essentially, as long as everyone's got advantage, the enemies can't gain bonus turn meter. So it means that you're not going to have turn meter trains going against you. So you need them to all be First Order. Obviously you need mods as well. But yeah, in general, that is what you're going to need. Take a little pot shot on the Omnis there, but Mace's Omni is a solid shout. And say, I've got that one. I do think it's good. Trey's is a good shout. But yeah, naturally you're going to have a lot of things that you haven't been able to work on, or... I'm assuming these are like Lightspeed tokens. Actually, not Lightspeed tokens. Oh yeah, Lightspeed tokens from the anniversary quests. So yeah, it's just bumping up bit by bit, isn't it? Cypher Mangoes, hello there. That's the one, the tokens, yeah, the anniversary tokens. So, like a solid to get. I can't remember what else we got from it. I know that you were able to get like a few legendaries from them, like Chewbacca, for instance. This is Hugo who's on YouTube. Yeah, Bam's a solid one. Did you get Bam via it? Yeah, you got Bam. So that's solid then. I mean, I'm just going to go backwards a bit, right? Rather than just looking at that. You're asking about the Inquisitors. Let me see. Grand Inquisitor. This is where mods will probably come into it as well. Ooh, I can't remember who I would have picked here. I'd have definitely gone for a tank, so maybe it was these? I can have a quick look. I'll be honest, I don't actually do roster reviews. I literally did that purely as I knew it was going to be a quick one, but I don't mind having quick looks, as it were. I mean, this is the kind of issue I'm sensing for myself here, that I've got Router Delta working in my favour, so I could probably blow through these fairly fast. I remember there was one tier where I thought Second Sister Lead really worked well because you were getting marked, so therefore Second Sister was spreading the mark across your team so that it wasn't just one enemy getting focused on. Yeah, I mean, it should be an understatement if I'm being respectful. Well, to myself, anyway. Which one was the one with the mark? Was it Ezra's? I know there was one with Mark, and I found it very useful with Second Sister. Although I think I had to use a Zeta to make it work. Let's have a look. Let's just do basic for now. I want to see if he does it. There we go, so they all get marked. So it just takes that little bit of pressure off the team in the sense of we've all got that issue, if you like. I think there was one where I tried 8th Brother Lead because I think we wanted something that would decrease accuracy or something. Ooh, wow, okay, not nice. Yeah, hang on. Who got as bosses? Kanan, Ahsoka. I remember Ahsoka was the rough one. GMY, Maul, and Kenobi. Was GMY the one I did 8th Brother Lead on? Yeah, Jedi enemies that gain foresight from Jedi unique abilities also gain blind. I don't know if I'm just making... Ooh, we don't want grand. I feel like I'm making that up, though, in terms of it was what you did. I don't know why, but I feel like that's big news. LeBron James joining Philadelphia 76ers. I feel like I need a football comparison for that. Alright, let's see if this did actually help against Yoda. No, because he still gets foresight. Must have been Kenobi then. Which does make sense, because it's Jedi unique abilities. I seem to remember this is what they did during the event anyway. Like, it was the idea that I think Fifth Brother was like the best universal lead. But there were certain Jedi enemies that were like, oh, so I do this thing, so you won't bring in this Inquisitor because they're good at this. You could brute force it with any of them, but if you wanted to try and use strategy, that was the way to do it. Oh, wow. Well, yeah. I'm a Stoke City supporter for my sins. I live in Stoke, so very easily to pick that one. I've got a family in Manchester, though, so I've always had a thing for Man United in terms of, like, when we have been in separate leagues, you know? Well, we are now, but we haven't always been. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking I might have made this up, to be honest. We lost 7th. No, not 7th. Second? I mean, that actually isn't the worst thing. Yeah, I think between this and Bo-Katan, they're probably the worst in the game. I mean, I didn't mind Malgus' event when it came out. You know, there's a bit of strategy to it. No, comically easy. I can't remember that for sure, Mol, but it definitely sounds right, just for the fact to, you know, give yourself a fighting chance. Did I say Malgus? I did mean Malak, yeah. Yeah, I did mean Malak. Here we go. Okay. 646.6 million GP, wow. That's a big guild. Sorry, that did get a chuckle out of me. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, there is a bit of a disparity between your GP and the guild size there. I mean, from the perspective of you're earning rewards, that's good for you, but it does mean that essentially you're really punching up. I mean, I've got 5s on it. I think I've heard of GOTW Corrupted Force. But yeah. Let's back up. I mean, it's been what? We're in 2026, so it's 8 years since we got relegated. Last season was the first time I thought we had a chance, and then it faded around Christmas time, so it went from having like optimism to pessimism very quickly. But I'm hopeful. I'm saying I'm hopeful. I'm about as hopeful as I can be while being a realist. So hopefully I can keep that balance. Oh wow, not what I meant to type. I've heard a bit of criticism for Chelsea about the Morgan Rogers signing. Even though I do think it was a bit of an interesting call for him to join Chelsea, going from Champions League to non-Champions League this season. I get that they do play, well, Chelsea will be playing with 2 number 10s this season, so it does make sense as far as Palmer and Rogers being the 10s and someone else up front like Pedro, but it's still a bit odd. Yeah, sure. So, you recently got Bane to R9. That is something I would like to do myself, so GG's for that. Slacker at R9's a solid call as well, just for the fact that it gives him that little extra oomph when you need it. Power Omi's a good choice in terms of getting through Conquest a little bit with some of the fiddly feats. You've got Mara at R7, that's something I'd like as well, so yeah. Slacker at R10, no regrets at all. I could completely agree with you if I'd done it. First question to look at would be, what are you missing? Clones just need a bit of touching up. Okay, Grand's getting built. Ooh, Treya. I know that feeling. My Triumphant was stuck in purgatory for so long. I mean, it feels weird seeing them two at gear 12 and then you've got Andor Toons at gear 13. I know why, but it's still funny to see, isn't it? BT1, I love that droid. I'm biased. I took mine to R8, and that was before R8 was accessible, if you like. So, yeah, certainly a droid I have a lot of time for. I'm guessing some of these are Lightspeed bundle? Hyperdrive bundle even? Yeah, just a few that you seem to be behind on, but honestly, that's how the game goes. Sometimes you just get caught out a little bit, don't you? You going for Jabba? Let's have a gander at what you've got so far. It's been a while since I looked at the requirements, I'll be honest. And so you got the marquees as they were at 5. Cad, was he 1? I think he was. Yami and Mob are there. Greedo was an R6, I think, so a little bit to do there. I think Luke was an R7, if I remember right. I'm looking for him and he's not here, so I assume you still need to do the Night Luke event. Yeah, you need Rollo. Rollo at 3. Well, you're not far off then. If it's just Rollo, you're doing really well. Just reading up on him. Rogers, you love him as a player, but don't love the price tag. I would be in agreement there, to be honest. Xabi Alonso intrigues me, I'll be honest. He obviously came from Leverkusen to Madrid with a big reputation. Not the first manager to have that sort of situation and flop at Madrid, so I don't hold that against him. I think Chelsea's an interesting boiling pot for him, though, because, I mean, you can agree or disagree as much as you like here, I guess, but I always feel like Chelsea are very make or break with managers. You know, I'm thinking about during the time that the new ownership had been there, they had Tuchel, who got rid of pretty quickly. Graham Potter was out of his depth, but yeah, he went to West Ham and now Sweden, so it's like down, and maybe a slight up. Who was after that? It was Maresca. Well, eventually Maresca. I can count Lampard, I guess, but Lampard went down to Coventry. Maresca, yeah, you could say Man City's an up, but I feel like that was more due to infighting than anything. Liam Rossini's gone off to France again. So it feels like it'll either make you or break you, you know, and you know, Xavi seems to have done well, so I hope it makes him, but hard to say. Oh, you got Rotter work, have you? Hey, nice one. And say, I think 4-star Rotter, you've done well. I mean, I've got mine 5. But it is where I've had sympathy with what people have said about the current situation, if you like, in terms of era materials. Don't like the fact that even Rotter I haven't been able to take to 115. Even if it was just one toon to gear 13, that would have been nice. But the fact that they didn't do it, that felt very... It just didn't feel great. I mean, especially for myself, where I'm not spending money on things like that, so I've got no way of actually upgrading it. It just felt really rough, you know. And I like the fact that they've amended it, so if you get to 5-star, you should be able to take characters up to gear 13. But yeah, it just felt like they didn't explain themselves well. Let's say 391 mil. Okay. I saw the cardboard and I'm like, okay. That little thing in my head going, all right. If you're thinking about, say, Smelly Cali there sort of being like the high performer, I'm curious how high they were performing. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to say, it's where I understood what you were saying before about the idea of being in a guild that's more relative to your size. I think it makes sense. I mean, I don't know. Maybe actually sort by Galactic Power. There we go. So actually, they're doing all right. They're only a little bit behind the top 3, yet doing better. So yeah, I think it's an interesting little guild you've got there. I said that more condescending than I meant it to be. I didn't mean little guild derogatory. But yeah, I think it's quite interesting how you're operating. So I just check something. I'm not noping out of here, but it is with reason. Here we go. Wow. I didn't realise you guys got up to 700. Oh, hang on, that's Mike Chlorine's Doi. I was just going to say, when did Hermits get that big? Yeah, 519. So let's see how you guys are doing now. This is the guild I was in for the longest time, Des Hermits, or at least the group of guilds. I mean, I'm not surprised Blue's at the top. He's been sort of pushing up there for even when I was in Revolution of the Force. And I think he's got everything. Yeah, he's just got a few at the bottom he hasn't worked on. I mean, BG's come back strong. I've got to say that. BG had about 18 months to a year out of the game, and is he caught up? 4-5. Yeah, he's caught up. Bloody hell, well done, BG. I might drop you a message on Discord after just to point it out, because I think that's commendable. No, Grogu's been plugging away. Yeah, even Grogu's got, I say even Grogu, but you know, I feel like Grogu's always kind of like just catching up. So yeah, even Grogu, I can't help but say it. I'll check you, Sam. How are you getting on? So you're doing 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're a few behind, aren't you? The thing, isn't it? 'Cause I know what your sort of priorities are. Like you've gone for Bo-Katan for TB, and if I filter by the raid, you've got a fair chunk of teams there that operate. Just mulling over Hunter there and thinking, it's a shame there hasn't been a Bad Batch cron. They're in decent shape. Couple of relics there. I think General Syndulla was only 5, so you've done that. It's just 2 here, 1 there. Not too bad, that. Just the pirates lagging behind by the looks of it with me. Yeah, just need a bit of love, don't they? All right, I'm switching to someone else here. If I can find him. Is Sion not in the guild? Is he with another guild now, Sion? Is he in Aces? I could have sworn he was in the Hermits. My bad. Let me see if I can find him. I feel like this is just worth bragging for him, essentially. I'm probably going to get this name wrong, aren't I? I got it wrong, didn't I? What's the full name? No, I got it right. Do I just remove the? There we go. I wasn't far off. Alright, where are you, Sion? After I'm bigging you up. Here we go. And there's one silly reason I'm pushing for this. How many's he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Alright, so 6 Relic 10 Sith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Relic 9s. 1, 2, 3, 4 Relic 8s. Oh, exactly. I mean, Sion is literally the Sith guy. I feel like I'm even being disrespectful to Fat Kid and Ash when I'm looking at that, but genuinely, if I wanted to say, right, who's got the best Sith roster I know, it would be Sion. And that's obviously not counting Krakens, who've probably got full Relic 9s and all that, but people who are like just middle of the road, shall we say, you know, like maybe a bit of spending here and there, if you like. But yeah. I'm actually curious what he hasn't got. He's got 7 GLs, so he's missing Hondo, Ahsoka, and Rey? Not too bad. Oh no, he's got Rey, does he? So, who is it then? Oh no, it's just Hondo and Ahsoka. Doy. You know, that's actually not too bad, is it? Genuinely, that is me to a T. When I first started playing the game, and I'm going to just bring up my channel again, I never thought I'd be 6 million. I thought I would have stopped playing the game or I'd have just... the game would have died. You know, I never thought I'd get to 6 mil. Can I... there we go, look at the oldest. Got a load of Hitman videos. I always think to myself, this is how you can tell the age of my channel, the fact that this is like in a period when I was doing like World Cup videos. I wasn't doing thumbnails until about now. But I know I started doing Swaggo. Oh, right, they don't even... Alright, never mind. Playlist, maybe. Here we go. Oh no. Those videos were cringe. And I call them cringe for the simple fact that essentially all it was me playing FIFA. Actually, I say that, I don't even think I played FIFA. I think I just put like it made it play itself so that I could then sort of simulate the result. And I'm sure I had a bunch of views from it because people were like, oh, you know, this what you thought the game was? And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I think even at the time I was just doing it as a goof. I didn't really know what I was trying to get from it. Oh no, that is funny as well. I mean, they really need to do something with Lightside TV for that reason. Alright. I'm going to mute the music on Twitch and on YouTube just so I can play this. This is something I always end up doing when I'm a little bit reminiscent, shall we say. So let's pick a random old video. T-Bow the Troll. The reason I hate T-Bow, I used to lose to him so often when I started playing this game. Are you going to load the video or?
Hi, welcome to JJ's Productions. And I'm back.
I forgot that I did the glasses.
If anyone hasn't seen the comment on the previous video, apparently some people don't like people wearing sunglasses in videos, so I didn't know that. Anyway, getting into the game.
Just seeing it up front, it was like, wow.
I think that's how you say the name. And it wasn't really much of a battle. You know, I won 2 battles here and here, but they didn't take a turn. So, a little bit disappointing, really. I do like it when I have to do something.
Funny seeing the old look, I will say that.
Win, but, you know, you always want to pick yourself, don't you, really? So, this time I'm up against Frankenstein.
I mean,
I'm going to admit,
I did the sunglasses peel because at the time I got a light right in my face and I thought it was reflecting in my normal glasses, so I was like, let's deal with that.
In the front line, so a little bit
6 years ago, this.
More interesting, though, is that he has got
7th of October 2019.
And for some reason he hasn't Zeta Palpatine.
Bloody hell, look at that.
These 5. So you'll guess as to why, but maybe we'll get an idea. So let's have a look at the board.
Not bad timing, eh?
Quite interesting. I'll admit I have seen this already. I do try to go into these recordings blind, but when you mess up, you mess up. So, front wall. You took out my Bounty Hunters and my Phoenix in one battle. You took out my back wall fairly easily, which I'm not surprised at. I just...
Can I get like an old battle up?
They're out the gate fast. Okay.
I do have prescription on them, yeah. It's why I don't wear them now.
Let's get started.
Or not for long.
Let's do that. I think Luke's going to take a turn shortly, so let's try and stun him. Okay, let's get some plague up.
I can't believe this is what the game was back then. At bar lead.
Okay, that could mess with me a little bit. That's not helpful. Who do we go for?
What else was there?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that was nasty. Come on. That's it, mission's out the way. This is also a sign that I've never faced old.
Alright, I'm backing out of that one, but I won't just pick another video. Like, let's go like further up. Hey, there is one I want to click on. This one here, I remember my friend was here during this recording. And I felt so bad during it because she was sitting on the floor, but her own choice, just to be clear. She was sitting on the floor with my cat. And I was just like, okay, well, I'll just pump this recording out as quick as I can and then we can go and just do whatever. And yeah, I just felt so guilty because I kept glancing at her like, are you all right there? No, I don't think Brood Alpha was properly in the game by then. I know it came out during that time. I mean, there we go. Revan hates Geonosians. There we go. Is that glitching or is that lag?
It's been an
I haven't got my cap on.
days. What I've done, I've put 2 Zetas on my account, or 1 on each.
I was pushing for affiliate back then.
Today, I've done CLS lead. So if you watched the video that I did about... Anyone else seen that? Wow.
Weird thing here, by the way, right? If I just make this max a sec. There's a guy in the follow list here, Rootland. I remember he used to be on the channel a lot back then. You know, there's a lot of people who are here now, right? Who I know know your names, and I'm like, yeah, hello there, you know, kind of thing. I'm used to seeing you. Rootland was one of those at the time. Even Hits Me Tom was someone who was like constantly in my channel, and I don't know where either of them went. Rootland especially, and I'm like, I kind of wish that if they'd stopped playing and they could have just popped in once and said, all right, I've stopped playing, bye, kind of thing. Because you kind of miss it when people go, you know, like, oh, that guy stopped. Just random things, you know. Don't think we don't miss you, kind of thing, you know.
It'll be what it'll be. Right, so let's go in. Let's see what he's placed.
That was kind of like me, Geek. I started it around launch. Like, when I look on my Apple library, I have got the download around launch time. But I just didn't know what to do, so I didn't pick it up for another 3 years.
Oh, that is lovely. Nexus 2-1. Alright.
Yeah, that would be something.
Battle.
Oh no, true, not everyone does.
Okay, no big surprise there. Front wall, we got Geo's 1 battle. Alright. And down here, Bastila took a hit, but Kenobi took some damage for us. It looks like GMY did a... I realised I didn't do me fade, hang on. Meant to do that last time, okay. So, I've been
That wasn't a bad transition.
Let's go for 5s.
Now, this feels like a bygone day as well, the idea of Jack T clones.
Can we go for Clone Sergeant? Can we get...
To my knowledge, Kaiba was there on release.
Get rid of all that gunk. There we go. Ooh, okay. TIE Fighter pilot could be a pain now. Lowmeister, even 65 megabits is struggling to watch Twitch smoothly. It isn't good, that, it's got to be said. I mean, you'd expect a bit there, wouldn't you? At least at that rate. This is where I have issues with internet companies, because...
Alright, let's push on a little bit. That was, I think, February 2020? Let's go to, like, the next sort of era of thumbnails. Wow, I've got 2 copies of that video. Maybe that? I'll tell you, if I've got a copy of it, I would be willing to go down that line. I just don't think I ever looked at it that much. Because I was never near the top. Yeah, Clone Sergeant is kind of just forgotten about for me as well, unless he's got a DC, which he, to my knowledge, I don't think he ever has.
Okay.
Yeah, still in this sort of era. Wow, I stuck around like this for a bit.
Let's have a look at this guy then. Eshon 8.
Alright, it doesn't feel worth sticking around here if I haven't got like a different sort of look. Maybe I need to push past this lot. How long did it stick like that? Yeah, it's not loading. I think I'm asking too much of it. I know that one was in that orange thumbnail era because I remember seeing that not too long ago. Here we go. Yeah, it feels like it did go off into the void somewhere. Ah, here we go. This is another era. Trying different things. I'd love to know how long I stuck with some of these thumbnail types. I feel like I've been on my current format for a while now. Oh. Must have watched this one not too long ago.
Some notes down. I had a feeling there'd be something I'd have to counter.
No
So,
cap again.
Kylo,
I had a little less weight on me.
5, so I can't use that counter I wrote down. That's helpful. I did save Darth Revan though.
Yeah, Darth Revan versus Slacker. Wow.
So I could try Darth Revan with Thrawn. Where's Basti?
This is going back in time.
Kooky counter, but there's Revan and Basti are the damage dealers. Thrawn's there to keep Kylo quiet.
I think I'd actually worked out how to use my microphone by this point as well, because it's actually pointing in the right direction.
On defense, I think.
Kind of. I'd argue it shouldn't be pointing downwards, but at least I got the correct direction on it.
I think this might have to be the one because I think the only other option would be trying JKR.
Yeah, it feels like Thrawn really got hit in this period. Or after this period, I should say.
Like if I go Jedi.
I mean, I think at this time it was almost like you've got to find a place for Thrawn, and you know, like, you got to make sure he's in the right team. Whereas now it's like finding a team for him.
Still need someone to take down those back walls. I realise I've got banner advantage. Count. If the just hope I'm not so far off here. It's embarrassing. Okay, this is the other bit. Damn you. Damn you, damn you, damn you. Yeah, damn you.
That was an ugly part of the game, when essentially GLs were that rare that essentially if you faced one and you hadn't got a way of beating it, you lost. I was just going to say, I remember this era where I had like a bunch of red thumbnails. And I was experimenting at the time, because at the time I was running 4 accounts during COVID, and I was splitting up like my stream into like 4 individual videos. It burnt me out, I'm not going to lie there, but looking back at it, it was kind of cool, just having shorter videos. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, this is how I actually like the GL system now, because there are more of them, so it feels like even if you've got less GLs, you've probably got answers to a few of them, and then you can work on your off-meta counters around them. It's never straight cut, you know, you would like to have more options. Oh, okay. I got an intro at this point.
If there is one consistent comment that players of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes make, it's that the ship's game mode is at times...
I thought I clicked on the stream. I was going to say that... I didn't know I got done that. All right, let me click on that one then. Go on, try that one. Yeah, exactly. I feel like we're always in need of non-GL counters. I mean, I think for myself, I would actually like it if we were at a point where I could set 10 GLs on defense. As crazy as that sounds, I would love it if I could try that one time, because I'd feel like we're in a really healthy spot where you could potentially put all 10 GLs on offense and just have some really strong off-meta teams on defense to sort of rely on. I think that would be a really fun meta to be in. But it doesn't necessarily feel like we're there.
Welcome back to JJ's Productions, and I've got a follow-up
Okay, I'm in Yavin.
video. So, around November 2020...
Oh, hang on. This is where it's glitching out. This is one of my farming progress videos. Yeah, this is this one. Right, right, I'm clicking on this. Are you going to take me there? The tension. There's a lot of tension here. I think I broke YouTube. Yeah, I broke YouTube. Right, well, considering I've just spent all time essentially doing self-fellatio, just trying to watch my own channel, if you hadn't hit that sub button, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, let me just sort myself out here just so that I'm not playing copyright music on YouTube. Where's that button? You know what? I've just realized you guys weren't hearing that, were you? Sorry about that. Yeah, I've only just realized Twitch wasn't hearing it. If someone had said that they couldn't hear, I would have thought it. Oh well. Hey up again, Hugo. Yeah, that looks right. All right. Well, I'm at clocking off point. Let's see. Can I send Twitch viewers anywhere? I'm still getting used to this new schedule. Alright, I'm going to be honest, I don't know either of the guys who are streaming. No, I'm not doing Snap today. I want to try and keep it consistent to one thing. Okay. I've got Darth of the Fly, so I can raid in there. At least it does say English, so that's a good starting point. Hey up, AK, how you doing? We're just heading out at this point. Geek, I'm not actually currently in a Hermit's Guild, but they are still like my first guild, if you like, so I'm always supporting them. But yeah, bunch of good guilds in there. I'd say they're good for anyone who's a casual player. So yeah, I feel like I'm just pushed on a little bit to the point where I was getting a bit too competitive. So yeah, highly recommend them for anyone casual. Right, let's get this raid launched. I'm actually in Mighty Calorians 3 now, just for the record. Alright, so I'm going to be back now Sunday afternoon, which still feels weird for me to say, because normally Sunday, well, for the past couple of months, Sunday's been my recording day, so the fact that I'm now doing streams on it is like... but yeah, we'll be back then, and I'm going to be doing Monday nights. So, yeah, that's purely because I stream Tuesday evening, so I don't want to be doing a full day of streaming on Tuesday. But yeah, let's get this raid launched, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you, not tomorrow, Sunday. Definitely getting my days mixed up. Alright, bye for now.